Hey, this is Mark Doohan, and in this video we're going to talk about time investment. Because when you think about it, your time is the most valuable resource that you have. In fact, your time is your life. Now, all of the things that I teach in all of my videos are things that I've used over time that enabled me to go from an addict, a heroin addict, alcoholic on the streets with ninth grade education, all the way up to being a corner office executive for a $300 million business. I've won multiple awards for speaking. I've written several books. I've been debt-free for probably almost 8 years now, own my home, vehicles, everything else. I've been married for 31 years to the same woman and have a great family. So these are all amazing things to happen in anyone's life, let alone someone came like myself from a very dysfunctional, horrible start in life and had all those addictions. So all of the things that I teach are things I've learned that enable me to break out of my old life and to create an amazing new life. And no matter where you are in life and what your challenges may have been or may be, I'm sharing these things so that it would help you to create an even better life for yourself and others. So let's get started. As I mentioned before, our time is our life. How we spend the moments of our time add up, and that's what creates the life that we have. On this scale that you see well, let's say the average lifespan here in the US is about 80 years. It's approximate. And I am at that 60 point. I'm going to be 60 years old soon. And that means that I've lived 3/4 of my life. The first 20 some years were horrible. I can tell you that. They were just brutal. And I was able to overcome them. And I spent some time in my 30s and such getting clean and sober, in my late 20s and getting clean and sober and get my life turned around. And then my 30s, 40s, I started to learn success principles and different things that were valuable to me. In my 50s, started to learn spiritual principles that were more around law of attraction and just the mind, body, and how things work, and then quantum physics and how science and the world works. And now here I am at 60 years old, and 3/4 of my life is done. That means that I only have about 20 years left, approximately. So I only have about a fourth left. And what that means is that time goes quicker as you get older. When you're at 60 years old looking back, I mean, it seems like, wow, that went by really fast, and now it's going to go even quicker for me. Time seems to speed up as we get older. So where are you on the timeline of life? Are you in your 20s or 30s or 40s? Where are you? Because you'll have a finite amount of time here on this planet Earth, and how you spend your time will determine what kind of life you're going to live. And so that's why I'm going to share these 10 valuable tips with you, because these are things that I've used that have helped me tremendously in my own life. Now, if you will only write these things down, write down all 10 of these tips and use them for the next 7 days, your life will start feeling so much better. You'll accomplish more in the next 7 days. You'll feel better about yourself. The time that you use will be so much better used. And then if you'll continue on and use this for 66 days, just commit to do it for 66 days, these things will start to become a habit of the way you live your life, and then your entire life will get better and better from here on out because you'll be maximizing your time. However, if you just watch this video 1 time or 2 times and you don't actually do these things, nothing will change, because knowing isn't doing. Doing is knowing. Doing something repetitively is mastery, and mastery is what gives us the things we want in life. So become a master of your time. So let's get into these really quick. The first one is to begin looking at things with the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule says that basically 20% of the things that we do give us the 80% of the results that we want. So in almost any activity at work, there's a smaller percentage of things. If you just do those few things, you get the biggest results. And there's many things that we do at our work that are, frankly, either a waste of time or counterproductive. In relationships, there's 20% of the things, or a smaller percentage, just a few things that we do that endear our loved one to us and make our relationship good. And there's many other things. About 80% of the time that we are in our relationship, there's 80% of things that are either counterproductive or not productive. So this rule is general, but it's basically saying focus on the important things that will give you the results you want. The second thing is really important, and that is to stop wasting time on regret, on worries, on needless guilt, or any unproductive thing. Because the past no longer exists, and the future is not here. So all you have is right now. Now, when I was first early clean and sober, I used to have so many regrets, and I lived in my past every day over and over. And it really took a long time to get ahead because I was still living in the past. And then I would worry about the future because of my past. Oh man, I've got all these strikes against me. No one will give me a chance. And I was worried, right? How is that a way to live? All I needed to do was stop worrying about something that no longer exists, or the future, and stop regretting something that no longer exists, the past. And I needed to focus on creating wonder and good stuff in the moment. I need to make myself better in the moment. I need to work on creating positive things in my life. And if I focused on only that, just doing the right things right now, my whole life going forward would have got better and better even quicker. And when I did start doing that, my life did get better and better and better, and has been pretty awesome. So there's a saying in Tantra which says, no judgment and no expectation. Only focus on creating pure pleasure in every moment. It's the same concept here. Don't worry about the other stuff. Just focus on the good stuff right now. Okay? So let's move on to number 3. Keep a list of your written goals and dreams and review them every day. And so this is a way to keep them in front of you. Whenever I set a goal, I have them written down. I review them regularly. But not only read them, experience them. Take some time to close your eyes, read your goal, imagine it in your body, not just in your mind, but how you feel, how the whole experience would be of having something you wanted. I did this when I manifested my first and second Lexus, when I manifested paying my home off, or anything, really. I would sit down with my goals and I would just imagine it as already real now and feel it in my body. Do that, because that's a positive, productive way to use your time now, and it starts setting your mind, it sets your body, your vibration of how you are and who you are to create what you want. The fourth one is to have 2 top 3 lists. If you do nothing else, do this. This is really an easy one, but I'm recommending you do all of these. Do this. Have a top 3 list of things you need to do today. The top 3 things, and if you did those 3 things, it would make your day super productive, and focus only on doing those top 3 things. And then have a separate list as a top 3 to-don'ts list. There have certainly got to be 3 things in your life that if you didn't do them, they'd make your life better. Whether it's if you overeat, go eat a donut, and you go by the break room too often, don't put that on your list. I'm not going to go by the break room today. If it's drinking coffee makes me kind of janky. So if I avoid coffee like the plague, my life is better. Anything that's any 3 things that make your life not good, and you know you could avoid them like the plague and get help avoiding them, put them on your to-don't list and avoid them like the plague. So just do that. The 3 things that you need to get done today and the 3 things you need to avoid today, just do those 2 things and your day will be a ton better, trust me. The 5th thing is to get up early and improve yourself. I was never a morning person until I married a morning person. And to my shock and dismay, I was not a morning person. I loved sleeping late. I love sleeping in the morning, especially. My wife would get up, and she would get up early, and she would take a shower, and she'd be singing in the shower, and I'd be like, oh my God, how can a person be cheerful in the morning? I just want to go back to sleep. And then eventually I learned that there is something powerful, and really almost all successful people do this. They get up early and they focus on things to improve themselves. Now I'm a morning person. I get up before 6 almost every day, and I do a number of things. I exercise, I do some type of meditation, I do energy work, I do clearing, I do photo reading. I photo read about 40 self-help books. Whatever your routine is, it may be nothing like mine. But get up early and do things that are productive. They will start your day in an amazing way. And all successful people that I've met have some type of morning ritual that they do every day. I spend my first hour on it, and it is the best hour of my day, and it sets the tone for my day. All right, number 6, skim books, articles, and videos for ideas. This is powerful. I remember the first time early on after I'd gotten clean and sober, and I was in the business world after that and worked my way into some positions. I got invited to a meeting on strategic planning. I knew nothing about strategic planning. I didn't even know what it was. And so I'm invited as a project person into this meeting with management. So I find some articles on strategic planning, different articles from different writers, and I got some ideas from it. And so I went to this meeting. Well, during the meeting, they're talking about their college-educated strategic plan way of doing things. And so I started to throw in some ideas of things I just read 10 minutes ago. And so I'm throwing out these things. Well, by the end of the meeting, I walk out of the meeting. These VPs and directors back then are slapping me on the back. They're like, wow, you know a lot about strategic planning, right? Well, I knew nothing about it till about 10 or 15 minutes before the meeting because I just skimmed some articles about it and I took that information with me. Skimming articles and books and videos are a great idea of ways to help you improve your life every day. This one is really important, number 7, on when you're sitting down to do some work. When you sit down to accomplish something for the day, you need to get rid of distractions any way you can. Get rid of distraction, put the list in front of you that you're going to do, and work on one thing at a time until you accomplish something that you wanted to accomplish with that task or until you complete it. Just one thing at a time till you get something done, then to the next one. Focus on only that till you get something done and have a time set aside for it. I'll try to shoot another video on productivity and show you how I do my productive days. It's pretty amazing, but that concentrating on only one thing at a time, really important. Number 8, have a desired outcome for every action. Whenever you're in a meeting, have a desired outcome for that meeting and focus all your activities on that desired outcome. Whenever you're meeting with a person one-on-one, have a desired outcome for that meeting and focus all your actions on that. Whenever you're sitting down to be productive and get on your to-do list, have a desired outcome and make sure you focus on making that happen. Have a desired outcome for every action. Number 9, this is also very powerful. Eliminate waiting time and always have something productive with you. When I was writing my first book, I carried around a outline of my book in paper form. And so whenever I had some waiting time, like go to a doctor's office or anything like that, I would pull out my outline of my book and I'd say, oh, wow, I feel inspired to write in this chapter, and I'd write something down. And I wrote a book that way, 5 minutes at a time, little chunk here, little chunk there. Now you can put it on your computer, on your phone, have maybe some audios that you can listen to and get some benefit out of. But do something productive. Don't have any waiting time. And finally, throughout the day, all the time, be asking yourself, what is the best use of my time right now? Write that down and put it by your computer at work, put it around your office, put it at home. What's the best use of my time right now? And keep asking yourself that question. And when things pop into your head, go do them, because that will be the best use of your time right now. Again, knowing isn't doing is knowing. Doing things repetitively is mastery, and mastery gives you everything you want. So master these skills, write them down, and start using them every day, and I guarantee that your life will get better and better. If you are interested in talking to me about one-on-one coaching or any type of opportunity to work with me one-on-one, please feel free to email me. My email is displayed on this slide. Also, if you know of any groups or teams that are in need of a speaker, please feel free to give them my email address. I'd be glad to look into helping anyone in that way as well. Also, if you like this video and you like the information I've been sharing in my videos, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with everyone you know who could benefit, so that we can help as many people as we can in this lifetime. That's my personal goal. Share what I can, help as many people as I can. And if you can help me do that, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and I hope this has been awesome for you. See you soon. Bye.